So I have finished the flooring and I'm actually about to build this down here, but I have found some trim to go around this bottom step that's like bendy. Carpet's going to be here, and I may put a stair rod, but obviously you've got this curve, so I found this stuff that sort of sticks to give a really neat edge. So I did the best I could, quite pleased with it. So the stair carpet is about to be ripped up. Got that one off. It's not too bad, it's quite sort of, I don't know, yellowy. I took the gripper rod off there, so I'm going to take them all off, and then this isn't too bad. I'm going to trim it down, trim down the stair rods and reuse all these bits, because it's absolutely fine, there's nothing wrong with it. So I will measure across there, trim down the stair rods once I've taken it all down, and then I'll sand the bit you see. But to me it looks a bit like they've had a runner in the past, it's gone yellow. There's a gap there, so what I'm going to do is measure my carpet, cut it, and then I'll sand all of this down, fill it where it needs filling all the way up, because I've got to get it off anyway because this needs sanding, because it's been filled. I've got a strip I'm putting all down the side, which I'll also put on, but I wanted to get the carpet off first, so I'm quite happy. So this is a full shot, so I am now going to get the carpet off. Well, that was nice and easy, and it's come off super easy, and the underlay is pretty good quality. Then I will cut down the underlay. Okay, I've got a new plan of action. My carpet is 55 centimetres wide. So what I'm going to do, to save time and to not waste it, I've just cut that bit off there. And I'm measuring the gap here, making it a couple of centimetres short. I'm going to go round, trim down the underlay. There's nothing wrong with this. Literally, it looks brand new. Very clean. So I'm going to carefully trim it down. The gripper rods as well, what I'm going to do, I'm not actually going to take them off. I'm going to use my multi-tool, and I will trim down here and then just prise off the bit that I don't need. I can't do that at the moment because my husband is literally in that room on a Zoom call. So that'll be a bit noisy, but I can cut down. I'm literally just using some sharp scissors just to cut it down. I've got to take all these nails out that were holding it on. Easy enough to do. It's not too bad a quality, glossy, yucky colour, so this is going to get a good prime, and I will leave it overnight. I might even give it 2 coats of prime just to seal all that before I paint it. And this side here as well, which you can't really see, is pretty good quality as well. Not too bad at all. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to work my way up the stairs, one side, then come down and just measure out as I go, and take off all the underlay up the side. So I'm going to get on with that now. And there we go. I have clipped it all back. Just bag it up, put it in the bin. But I'm pretty happy with that. And what I'm going to do, as soon as my husband's off his Zoom call, is I'm going to get my multi-tool out and I'm just going to cut down the stair rods. And then we are clear. Then I'll go around and get all these little bits out. Staples. Wait, he's off the call, and then I'll start cutting all of these down. And they're knocked in with loads of nails, so it'll be fine. Just to leave, they've got enough nails to hold them, but they're absolutely fine. So I don't see the point of changing it really. I've cut it down a little bit more. It's a really nice thick carpet, so it should be absolutely fine when I put it on. And it will mean I can give it a good old sand down. I am going to sand it because it's dreaded gloss, so I want to sand it down a little bit. Then I'll give it a couple of coats of prime, which I've got, and then I'll paint it. But yeah, lots of sanding before we go near any paint. But I'm pretty happy. That was so easy, and it's looking so nice. Right, I'll update you on the next morning. It's the following day, and I'm just about to cut down the gripper rods using my amazing multi-tool. I'll link this one. I really like it. Came with a bag and all the gubbins. It wasn't expensive, but it has a blade lock, which I much prefer to the ones with the Allen key because they don't fall off. With the Allen key one I used to have, they kept falling off. It was a nightmare. So this one is really good, and it wasn't really expensive. It's plug-in, so it's cheaper. So I'm going to be cutting down the stair rods. We're going to do that now. And if you are the paneling, I've got videos how to work out the angles and all this. Everything is linked to my channel. I'll put the links below. Don't forget to subscribe on that. And also I've got a separate video for the lights. So check out my channel to see that one. So I am now going to crack on, cut them all off, and then other thing, always use headphones. These are Lily's noise cancelling headphones because the multi-tool is so loud. When I first used it ages ago, I nearly deafened myself, so please make sure you always cover your ears up. I've got all the screws out using this, which is amazing. This came as part of the staple set I bought. I'll link it to get staples out. Amazing. Now I'm going to get sanding. I'm going to use my little hand sander. I'm going to use 180. So let's go. Masks. I have given the stairs a good clean and started sanding this side. What I'm going to do quickly now is I'm just about to go and pick Lily from school, but I'm going to use some of this smooth finish filler. And I've got the odd few little holes here, gripper rod screw holes here. So I'm going to go through and just fill these by the time I get back. Give them a quick sand down and I'll be ready to paint. I haven't gone absolutely crazy. I've sanded and sanded and sanded it. Not much is happening, so I'm going to put a really good primer on it, maybe even 2 coats of primer to get it ready. But yeah, it's going to quickly whiz up, fill on all the little holes, and then we're ready for priming. Go. First coat done. I'm going to leave that for a good few hours. It says 1 coat, touch dry an hour, recoat 4 hours. So I'll wait 4 hours and give it another coat. But it's gone on very nicely. So now we just wait. Definitely 2 coats with this stuff. Morning, it's 8 o'clock. And last night I gave this a second coat with the primer and undercoat. So it is all nice and dry. So the plan for today is got to do some caulking, but I'm going to get a coat on. Before though, I am just going to nip around with a little bit of sandpaper, just double check any little bits. I think when you put the paint on, it can flick things up, just so it's super smooth. Get a coat on of the actual paint. Quick dry, eggshell, low sheen, brilliant white wooden metal. So that's what I used on my Pax wardrobes and my Billy bookcase, which will link below. So I'm going to have a cut on that today. Going to put a little bit of paint up here and just have a quick whiz round with the paint this morning, get all that done. And then the plan for this afternoon is once it's dry, now this says, let's see how long it says touch dry in an hour. Okay, but how about leave 6 hours to dry, newly painted doors and windows should be closed, Yeah, so that's why I want to do it early this morning. And then if I have to do another coat, and then it'll be quite late tonight. I'll put the carpet down, which is very exciting. So that's the plan. I'm going to crack on now, get a coat on, and I'll show you what it's like. It's now nice and dry, so I'm now going to put the second coat on quickly. I'm motoring along with the skirting as well, but it's dry okay. Hopefully, one more coat. But I'm going to do it now with a trusty paintbrush. Happening. I am about to install my runner. The essential tools you need is a mallet, tape measure, and one of these, which I believe is called a carpet bolster key, plus your carpet. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to show you how to do it on a couple of steps, how I do it, because I don't want to film while I'm on the stairs because it might be a bit dangerous. So when you put your stair rods on, this is the configuration. So I left these on previously on there. So you need to leave a gap in between, finger gap, so your carpet basically goes through there and hooks around. These are really sharp, be so careful when you put them on. So if you put your stair rods on, snap bang in the middle, obviously measure your carpet and then cut appropriately. And now what we're going to do with my very lovely carpet, if you're in the UK, I will link it below. I bought it from a fantastic company who sell stair runners, small carpets, just beautiful. This should have been £500. I paid £85 with delivery, so I will link that below. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my carpet out and then I'm going to show you how I fit it. So here is my carpet. It's very lovely. It says on here, walnut arbor. It's actually in 2 pieces, so I'm going to separate the 2 pieces and hopefully they will line up. But that is the one that I have got. So let's see. I'm going to split it into 2 bits. Okay, so I've got my 2 bits. I'm actually going to show you down the bottom because it's too tricky to try and film upstairs. So here is my carpet. I'm going to act like this is the top of the stairs. So I'm going to get my piece of carpet like that. Now, what you need to do is use your tape measure and make sure that either side is the same. So my carpet is 55 wide and my stairs are 78. So that means 78 minus 55 is 23. So it's about 11.5 centimetre gap. So you need to measure as you go down. So that is slightly too big. So that is dead straight. Then you're going to get your bolster. And what you're going to do is you're actually going to go in a downward motion, which is actually pushing, starting from the middle. Like that. So that's pushing it in, and then what I like to do is actually score it across a little bit. Then, with your mallet, you are then going to go straight, and this will actually push it back. So if you watch the carpet move, see how that's going in. So that's what that's doing, is that's going in the carpet rod. So you would literally go all the way along. See how that's moving in nice and tight, all the way down like that, and then you do it just like that, right in. So that's a really nice tight line there. And then what you're going to do when you're going down is you're going to pull it down as tight as you can, like that, and basically repeat the same process going down. But you need to make sure that's as tight as you can when you pull it down, and then when you push it, it will be quite taut. Now I'm going to be using gripper rods as well, which will also hold it down. So as you pull it around like that, let me show you on this one, you're going to go down, so that's grabbing it like that, and that's pretty tight. Then you get your mallet, and then you're really pushing it in and backwards like that. And that's how you fit it. But as you go along, make sure you're measuring every single step. So you're straight, take your time, and I'm going to start at the top, and I'll show you when I've got it all on. This thirsty work, you definitely need water. So I have put on this first one, and I have a join. So in case you have a join, where you need to cut the join is here. So I'm going to cut it about, because it's got to go over to that corner, I'm going to cut it about 1.5 inches folded over, and that will hook down, and then I'll start my next one coming down like that. There we go. That's it. Pushed in all the way to the back, well in, and then I'll start again. I'll start going down on these last 4 steps. All fitted. As simple as that. Whew. And now I need to go and sort out that top piece because it reaches just under the lip, but my whole landing carpet's going to fold over the top, so I will go and attach that. But yeah, there it all is, fitted, looking amazing. And now I'm going to fit my stair rods. Well, it's the following morning and I'm feeling it was a bit of a workout doing the stairs, but here we go, all finished, all lovely. I hope you found that helpful, super simple, and I'm really glad I went for this colour. I'll link below everything I used, including the fantastic supplier of this carpet that cost me 85 quid. I am just about to start putting on the stair rods. I'm going to do that as a separate video in case it's not something you want, but here are the stair rods that I've been putting together. So I'm now going to start doing that and attaching. So do check out my other videos, and thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.